Still need a moment, but I'll go ahead and get the game started and make sure that we're running smoothly. Alright, so where we last left off... Am I facing the right direction? I feel like half the times I'm looking at my... Oh. Capture card is doing its thing again. I feel like most of the time I'm, like, looking. I'm staring whenever I'm sitting comfortably. I remember what I have to do. So where we last left off, I think this is the second day of investigation, hopefully the last day that we need to do for this case. Because we still haven't gotten our not guilty verdict yet, so... Yeah, let's see where else we have to go. Apparently Miss Itty Minnie here and Pearl have a secret that they don't want to tell us yet, so we have to find pieces of evidence to get them to start talking. Wait, hold on. Let's examine this pot one more time. So there's a spirit in this urn, huh? All I see are a bunch of cracks. But I guess maybe the spirit could live in the space between the cracks. Looks like something's written on it. I am? Huh? Weird. Alright, I think we got what we needed. Now we can start talking to Pearl. But can we actually talk to her yet? I have no idea. Even my 3DS graphics, this still looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. So we went to the law offices. Did we go to the detention center yet? Let's check. I feel like the whole time we have not been to the detention center. Like last time I left off. Because that's like one of the more important places to go to, considering this is where our client is. And considering that, well, Maya's put herself in a weird position again. I need to get myself hydrated first. Not only does it hydrate my pipes, but interesting enough, hydration also helps to kind of clear your nasal passages, open it up a little bit. It's June 21st, Detention Center Visitors Room. Oh, it's actually Mia this time. Okay, okay. Alright, so Maya needs help this time. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not 100% surprised, you asked? Because this is something Maya would do because she's a spirit medium. In ordinary cases, you wouldn't have like a spirit medium to help you in court. This is just an anime game after all, so... Alright. Hold on, I need to post on Twitter real quick first, and then we'll continue. It feels like at this point the Phoenix Wright series is just really a cult classic that only a certain people would watch on Twitch. Because like I think when a new game comes out, everybody's gonna flip out over it, and then after the new game has completed its cross promotion and everything, that's when it will be done, you know? It's pretty like amazing how like Chinese New Year has, well, I suppose people are still celebrating today. It's come and gone, but now Valentine's Day is next, and then I think Monday's a holiday too. Yeah, Monday's a holiday in America. I don't know why I said America like that. America. America. Alright, there we go. It's done and done for Twitter. Alright. Mia. Mia. Mia? Mia?
Hey, Phoenix, it's good to see you. I was really worried, so I thought I'd see how you were doing.
You might get caught on film again.
There are certain risks you have to take in life, or in my case, death.
Of course, because she died.
Anyway, how are you doing? Have you found anything useful?
Only a little. I think I'm slowly beginning to understand everything piece by piece.
Everything will resolve itself by tomorrow somehow.
Okay, so she won't talk to us until we actually... She won't talk to us regarding evidence unless we actually dig through the tunnels and actually talk to her.
I never thought I'd see this day. You actually asking me about spirit channeling?
This case is all about spirit channeling, and I feel like I don't understand a thing about it.
Well, that's only natural. After all, spirit channeling isn't exactly an everyday thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The power to change your physical appearance into the person you're calling was something our ancestor, Mystic Amy Faye, acquired.
I've heard that name before.
The Faye family was originally a family known for its service to the gods. When Mystic Amy was born, she was given a certain fate through her name. Because, you see, she was named after one of the Buddhas of Buddhism, Amitabha.
Ah, Amitabha. That word sounds familiar because I used to practice Buddhism before, but I don't really get into Buddhism right now, so...
To this day, her soul is still sealed in the Karayan sacred urn. It usually sits in the Winding Way and has her name written on it.
Yeah.
Aw, come on, Phoenix. It's just a fairy tale.
Are you saying that me being able to see you is just a fairy tale too?
There's still a whole slew of questions for you to answer before the trial tomorrow.
You mean like how did the real murderer get into the room and kill Dr. Gray?
Yeah. Also, when did the murderer enter the channeling chamber?
That's a very good question.
You guys were all standing around in front of the room after the channeling started.
Which means that the murderer must have gone to the room before the channeling. That's like the only logical explanation. So that way they wouldn't be seen by witnesses.
That's what I think in any case.
But Miles already said there wasn't anyone else in there.
That's true. But if we can't figure out the murderer's movements, we're stuck like a beached whale. Well, it's about time I left.
Mia.
We'll be in big trouble if the guard sees me here. Phoenix,
Yes, Chief.
there's still a lot of dirt left in this case. Once you think you've gathered all the evidence, then come back.
Yes, Chief. Oh, that's all you could get from her? Damn it. I guess we should talk to Pearly now. We have what we need.
Take that!
Take that, Pearly. You have dirt on you. Hey. Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay?
But what if I can't just tell you what happened?
And I'll guess what happened. How does that sound?
You can do that?
You forgot you gave me something special, right? Well, tell me if I guess something right, won't you?
Yes.
Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right? She has to be in the Winding Way. You were here, weren't you, Pearls? In the Winding Way?
Wow, you got it.
So, do you think you could tell me now?
I'm sorry. Not yet.
Man, oh man, alright, what next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there.
Do you really know that much?
Well, I am a lawyer, but you know. Now, what was it that Pearls was doing in the Winding Way? Oh yeah, she was playing with her ball. You were playing with this ball, right?
That's right. How did you know?
That's only one part of the equation, though. And I can already connect the dots as to what happened. So Maya told me that you love to play with your ball.
Yeah, I was playing with my ball.
Uh-huh, and then? Something happened, huh? Something really bad.
What do you mean something? Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
This is it. While you were playing with your ball, this happened. You broke the sacred urn. This urn... It's a village treasure, right? And the spirit of the founder of the Korean teaching technique is sealed in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's this? It's cracked all over, isn't it? There's even a few gaps here and there.
Please don't tease me.
Pearl, you broke the sacred urn, didn't you? And the ball smacked into it and knocked it over, right? And if Morgan found out, she'd get really mad, huh? She doesn't seem to be fighting back. I think I hit the bullseye this time. But it's strange that the lock hasn't been broken yet.
It's a really old urn, isn't it?
I guess?
It's so old, so it's not that weird to have a few cracks.
Her voice is shaking.
How can you tell that urn has been broken?
Who started the Korean channeling technique?
Oh, it was Mystic Amy.
That's right. And how do you spell her name? Do you know? Of course, Pearl is little, so she doesn't know how to spell. It's okay, I can excuse her. She's adorable. She's little.
How do I spell her name? I don't know.
It's spelled A-M-I. I thought it was a little odd when I saw I am written on this urn. And that's how I knew that someone must have broken this urn. And made a mistake in the spelling when they put it back together again. Well, that solves something. But that's only one part of the equation. But we still need to get any mini locks. That's still a major issue. Like, how the heck am I supposed to get her lock? Wait, hold on. Is there still somebody sleeping here? Or is that Lotta under the cover? She's saying there's a ghost under the covers, Phoenix. There's a ghost. Okay, anyway. Alright, Pearly. Don't smile now, but tell us what you were doing.
I ran and Mystic Maya started the channeling on that day. I was playing the Winding Way. With my ball.
And that's when you, broke the urn?
Yes, I broke it. I accidentally let the Mystic Amy's spirit fly away.
Don't worry, Morgan will never know, okay?
I'm a bad child. Breaking a village treasure is unforgivable. I thought that maybe they would make me leave the village. But the broken pieces are pretty big, so...
You thought you could put them back together and no one would notice?
Yeah. I found some glue and brought it to the hallway and fixed the urn there.
The hallway? You mean the winding way?
Yeah. The channeling had already started, so I didn't think anyone would walk by.
I see. So about how long did it take you? It must have been a nasty repair job.
Yeah, I would be strong in spiritual things, but when it comes to arts and crafts, I am not nearly as skilled. When I had finished fixing the urn and looked up, I saw you coming to the manor.
So that's around when Lotta and I were coming back inside after reporting the murder.
When I saw that, I packed everything up in a hurry. Mr. Nick?
What is it, Pearls?
I'm going to get banished here, aren't I?
I really don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I bet Mystic Amy is happy to be free from that cramped urn.
Yeah, I hope so.
No harm done, and a happy resolution. Whew. Alright, so we solved that piece of the puzzle, but now the missing thing is, How the heck are we gonna get Minnie? How the heck are we gonna get her to talk? Maybe we'll take a look at what we have here and see how we can be able to get her to talk. And if we could get her to talk, we might be able to find a thing or two about the a thing or two about Le Murder. All right, so
Yiggy
could I? Please tell me about the traffic accident.
Huh? Like, whose accident?
Your sister's accident, naturally.
Yeah. So, like, that Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep? And, like, that's all I have to say about that.
Interesting. And he just asked whose accident, which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident?
Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got someone in mind?
Well, that's not gonna help. That's clearly not gonna help. Hey, Morgan.
Yes, what is it? And must you be so noisy? We have a rule here. The hallway is not for running. Now then, in a calm manner, ask your question.
Okay, anyway, did you see Lotta come by here?
Ah, that girl from the Heartland? I'm sorry, but she did not pass by here at any time.
Lotta, you sure know how to waste a man's time.
That is Mystic Maya's costume, isn't it? It's a shame. I never thought that anything like that would happen to her.
We don't know that it was Maya that did it.
Oh, poor Mystic Maya.
Do you ever listen to anyone other than yourself? Alright, we'll go down to the winding way. Maybe that can help us. She said another person's accident. So we can't actually ask her about... Oh my god, who else would have an accident? Well, actually, let's take a look at the court records. Let's take a look at these court records. Look at the profiles. Maybe we have to present the newspaper clipping, but let me also go ahead and check that we didn't miss anything else in the other locations. Yeah, what's up, 24? No, I've had these for a while. You just haven't seen me wear them. You never see me wear them, that's why. These are the blue light protection. June 21st, Crane Village. Wait, there's something new happening here? Whew, I think I found out everything I can. But I can't see how it all adds up. And is any Minnie being here just a coincidence? Mister? How is it that the spirit Dr. Gray wanted to call just happened to be that nurse? And that nurse turns out to be Annie's sister. It's too convenient. Who's talking to me? I wish I knew a little more about Annie, but where am I going to find an info like that?
You can't be bothered to look over a trash like me. Is that it, Mr. High and Mighty?
Oh, Lotta!
Oh, so you finally noticed.
I thought I heard a mosquito buzzing my ear, although I couldn't understand a word.
Well, I gotta hand it to you. You sure know how to chase down garbage. I mean, I'm grateful to you for chasing this large lump of rounded one around like this.
Thanks.
But you know, you're just wasting your time. I'll be fine on my own.
What are you going on about? And as for following or chasing or whatever it is, isn't that what you're doing?
Well, you see... Well, you're not exactly a real gentleman with a lady's heart, are you?
You're not exactly the world's #1 charmer either, sister.
Look, I'm really dang sorry about today. When I get all fired up about something, it's impossible to stop me.
You hurt Maya really badly, Lotta.
I don't suppose you could forgive a gal like me?
I'm not done. And to think we trusted you, Lotta, what do? You stab us in the back. You stressed us all out and even gave Maya a few strands of white hair. Alright. I'm going to have to pray she makes her, or she may come back as a ghost.
Yeah, that's enough. You can stop right there. Look, I'll tell you everything I know. Everything. I spill all.
Everything?
Yeah, you got it. Everything. Look, well, actually, tell you what. I'll even do it for free.
You're expecting me to pay you after what you did to us? If Maya's not the real murderer, then who do you think it is, Lotta?
Well, heck, ain't it obvious? It's that occult freak.
You mean any Minnie?
Well, there ain't anyone else who could be, right? That Granny, you and me, we were all together that whole time.
So Lotta suspects Annie. Which means she might have already found some info out about our mysterious city.
Heh, that's Innie Minnie, right?
Yeah, I was wondering if you know anything about this girl.
You know, actually, I did a little checkup about her the other day. Her sister, she's the one that Dr. Gray wanted to call back from the spirit world.
Yeah, I had heard as much. I also heard that Innie was the one who introduced Dr. Gray to Crane Village.
Ah, you don't say. That's one sneaky gal, if you ask me. Hey, you want me to tell you more about her? Nope, don't know nothing about that. Things that don't catch my eye don't catch my interest.
And she calls herself a journalist.
You know, I'm beginning to get sick of this hairstyle. Next time I go to the saloon, I'm gonna get my hair straightened, I reckon. What do you think, Phoenix?
I think if you got rid of your afro, I wouldn't recognize who you were.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem, ain't it?
Please, can we get on with the important stuff, state like the murder?
Now, this kid, I think she needs to be taught some manners. This here's her second time in the stew, right? My pa would have slapped me straight.
Yeah?
You know what they say, if there's a second time, there's bound to be a third. And you... Ow! Yeah, I'd have to slap you. I get it, sorry. Yeah, it's that Dr. Gray guy. It's a pity what happened to him. Pretty scary what ghouls and ghosts can do to a man, huh? God rest his poor soul.
Since when was Lotta so religious?
I overlooked this kid.
What do you mean?
I mean, I didn't think it. But you know, it's always some silent types.
Huh? Wait.
The little tyke's nothing but a ball of happy goodness, right? So I reckon she's the type to have done it. Well, now that's just how the world turns.
I don't think this has anything to do with how the world turns.
That old lady sure can be forceful. She scared me that day. Well, only a little now, you hear?
Can we show profiles to people now? To everybody we know?
I look up to Mystic Maya a lot. She's my role model. She's so smart and pretty and kind and loving. She's always cheerful, never gets sick, isn't picky, and has good sleeping habits. She always wakes up before me and always eats breakfast before me, too. She has you.
Oh, okay, I get the idea.
She really thinks the world of Maya, doesn't she?
I knew her for a little while. Mystic Mia was your teacher, right? I'm sure she was a great master of lawyers.
Master of lawyers, I guess? I mean, it's not exactly a martial arts. Also, it's mistress, technically now?
You should keep training, Mr. Nick.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That's Amy Fate.
Frick.
This person. I can't let her get away with bullying Mystic Maya like that. I'm going to cast a curse on her.
Can you spirit mediums really do that?
Actually, no, I guess not. Grr, I had to fight something I could do then.
When they're mad, the women of the Fae family could give Medusa a run for her money.
Oh, no, it's my mother. She takes really good care of me and loves me very much. She says I'm the pride of the Branch family. But I don't know what that means.
Branch family, that concept is probably still too hard for little Pearl.
To tell you the truth, I really want to grow my hair out, just like Mystic Maya. But my mother wouldn't let me.
I think your hair now suits you perfectly.
Really? Thank you.
Oh, time to blow my nose again. Okay. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. It's just that this kind of weather will get my nose working. You know when it's that time of year that you notice that you get sick during the year? It's that time of year for me. Because there are times during the year when I know it's easy for me to catch a cold. There are times during the year when I know it's easy for me to have allergies. It's basically that time of the year. Alright, anyways. Speaking of Innie, do you have any other information about her?
Sure.
Well, what is it?
It'll cost you. It'll cost a lot.
Oh, silly me. Here I thought free meant no money necessary.
That girl was hospitalized about a year ago.
Hospitalized? But why?
Well, heck, you can go find out on your own.
Huh?
Here, I'll give you the clinic's address. Maybe you can find Maybe you can find out something.
Maybe? What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, see, actually, it was going to be annoying, I reckon, so I didn't actually go there. Well, that's the way the gumbo spoils, right?
Spoiled gumbo sounds... Ew, I mean, look, don't blame this on... Oh, never mind. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Better go check out this hottie clinic. Oh, hey, this looks like an actual hospital. June 21st, Hottie Clinic reception. So, this is where Innie was hospitalized.
Yes, are you here to visit a patient?
Yes, are you a doctor here?
Yes, I'm Director Hottie.
I didn't think I'd be speaking with the director himself.
Yes, so what can I help you with?
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Ms. Innie Minnie.
Miss Minnie is Innie Minnie? Oh yes, her. It's too bad. I'll tell you something. That girl left here a long time ago.
Here you are, sir. You know you shouldn't be up and about. Come on, it's back to your room with you.
Sweetums, calm down, calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me.
Don't you dare start that Sweetums date with me. If you don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out of this hospital.
Wow, I didn't think nurses could be this direct or forceful towards their boss.
Come now, be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Yes. Yes,
Yes, me. Who in the world are you?
Director Hottie.
Nurse went off somewhere. Oh, the inhumanity. Only person I can talk to is this guy. Ugh. It's about this girl.
She is not the best. Yes, but she'd be a great candidate for surgery. Yes. That's really the only thing I can prescribe for her.
What is he talking about? What surgery? Could you please take a look at this person?
Oh, this is a superb example of a lady. I'd like to meet her just one time.
Yeah, I know what he's motioning.
Bring her to me tomorrow. She'll get special attention from me, I promise.
does he think he is? This is a medical facility. This person.
Ooh, she's nice. That look in her eye. She looks like a queen. She's glaring at me. Her stares make me choke up in tears.
I was whipped by her and it hurt a lot.
Oh, wow. I am so jealous. So, did you cry? How'd it feel?
I cried a little. I think I can't actually remember.
Oh, it's me. Yes, my tuft of hair. It's so nice, shows off my smartness. You should try it too, my new hairstyle that I invented.
Ah, that's okay. I'll pass on this one. About this person.
I feel like somewhere. I've seen her somewhere before. I think. Well, if she comes tomorrow for a consultation, I'm sure we can get reacquainted.
I don't believe this.
Miss Minnie is really cute in this picture, you'd agree, right?
Yeah, sure.
I wish I could see her again. Maybe the next time she has a big accident. Yes.
I'll tell her for you.
Yes, please. I'll be waiting for her.
Yes, waiting. So about this girl.
Isn't she the patient in room 206? Yes. I'm sure that cute nurse is taking very good care of her. And nurse said the girl was chickenpox or was it measles? Maybe the flu?
Pearls is fine and well, although I feel sorry for the nurse now. Attractive items. Well, I guess the only thing we could do is talk to him. So what exactly do you treat at this clinic?
Yes, we treat all sorts of doctory, clinical stuff. Yes.
Doctory clinical stuff?
Well, I actually don't know. I particularly care about the details. Yes, what does that look for? Yes, there's a really big general hospital around the corner, yes. When they can accommodate everyone, they move some of their patients here.
You do surgeries here, right?
Yes, we do plastic surgery here, it seems.
It seems.
Yes, it seems that way.
What do you know about Miss Miney?
Now you're talking. Yes, that girl she was transferred from the general hospital.
From the general hospital to here? What kind of surgery did she need?
Yes, when she did surgery, it was really bad. Really bad.
So what kind was it?
Yes, well, no. You see, that is something. No, I can't tell you.
So you say with a happy smile on your face, Mr. Director.
See, there's this thing about how doctors aren't allowed to talk about patient stuff. It's all those TV shows too, right? You seen them, right? Yes.
I'm never going to get him to unzip those broken zipper teeth if it's at this rate. There's gotta be something I could show to this old coot. Maybe we're gonna have to show...
Yes.
He's really cute in this picture. We gotta show something to him, alright.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Yes, nice. This is nice and exciting.
What do you think? Does anything grab your attention?
There's no mistake this is nice. Yes, yes, I like this picture. Yes, mind if I borrow this for a while for private research purposes?
That's okay. I don't think I should support his quote-unquote research. He's just gonna jack off to it. I know that. Not even showing him two pictures will work. What the heck? Like, what the actual heck? Hold on. What do I need to do? I guess we kind of know that she would have... I guess we kind of know that Minnie has an... Like, Innie has an accident now and that she needed surgery. Maybe now would be the time to actually get her to crack open her eggs? That's all I could think about now. Bum, 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 bum. Take that! How about yourself? You had an accident. I want to ask you about your own car accident.
Me?
Yes?
So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in an accident?
Hey, thank you for the host, Kiba. If I actually restart this process, does it actually...
Hi, how are you?
Imagine if Phoenix Wright was a bird of the early 19th century. It's funny enough, actually, that, like, feudal Japan actually had a story of his ancestor, and Sherlock Holmes was actually, worked with Phoenix Wright's ancestor. Oh yeah, of course, of course. I just haven't decided whether I'll actually get around to it or not. Proof that she was in an accident.
Cowabunga.
Oh my god, that game actually exists? Oh my god, that's hilarious. So we need to actually have this guy give freaking... what do we need to present to him?
What's this?
I'm a lawyer. Right now, I'm investigating a murder.
Yes. What is with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes.
Trial is tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you.
Is that right? Oh, I think I could let you in on a little secret.
What's that?
Yes, actually, I'm not the real director.
Are you kidding? Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that.
Eh? What do you mean?
Do I have to explain this to him?
Well, hold on. I'll give you something. Real information, okay? I'm actually, yes, Trixie, I like this place. Walking Direction Dictionpedia.
You mean walking encyclopedia?
Yeah, that. And my specialty is in a young, silky smooth, hearty patient. There's nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it.
Yeah, how about you keep that kind of information to yourself?
Anyway, you want to know about little Miss Innie Minnie, right?
Little Miss Innie Minnie?
That girl, I remember her especially well. Really, especially very well.
It's pretty interesting. They put a definitive edition of games on the Nintendo Switch to like market like more money from console gaming. Apparently. That's how it be sometimes, Kiba. Please tell me what you know about Innie Minnie.
Yes, I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. That girl, that's right, she was transferred here from the General Hospital. This was, yes, a year ago. She was one of those, emergency cases.
What was she ill with?
You? No, she was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see. Yeah, I could see it was a huge wound at that.
A huge injury?
Her whole body was wrapped around in round bandages, and her arm was in a cast.
That sounds pretty severe, alright.
Yes, it was an accident. An accident. They're scary, yes? Cars, yes.
Car? You mean it was a traffic accident?
Yep, that's what gave her the terrible injuries. I swear it was the papers. Yes, I looked it all up. I did. It was terrible. Yes.
Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? So you looked up information on this Innie's accident, correct?
Yep, I sure did. Yes, I read every paper that covered it at the time.
What kind of accident was it, do you remember?
Yes, hold on, I'll go get it for you. The article, I mean.
You have it?
Well, don't get me wrong. I think something like this might come up so.
Obsessive to the max, but I bet I could learn how to stay on a lead from this guy.
Here we go, yes. According to this, Miss Edie was in the passenger seat.
The passenger seat, huh?
Dozing, or so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next minute, a sea of fire was all around her. Miss Edie fought with the door, finally got it to open, and managed to get away. Anywho, you can read all the details in this article. Yes.
Aha! A new clue. I should probably look this over. Will I play it? Maybe. I could probably give some funny voices to the birds. Charfade would be interested and amused. That is, if Charfade is around and... If Charfade is around, but I'm sure she's busy or something nowadays and probably taking care of Corin and herself. Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation.
Are you talking about Miss Innie's operation?
Yes, Miss Innie's.
That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burned like bad toast. It was bad, very bad.
Was it really that bad?
It was a good thing that Miss Innie had a picture of herself. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together.
Picture.
That girl, she had just gotten her license. So she just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes. So see, I got her picture as a way to remember her. Yes. Right. Swiped.
Breach of ethics? Oh, wait.
What? A pretty girl like her? I bet she has lots of pictures of herself.
Huh, interesting. Sure.
It's a treasure. My treasure. Precious.
What happened to the actual license?
Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. It probably got burned up along with the car. Yes. It's been half a year since Miney had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year.
It's already been half a year, huh?
Yes, so how was I? I was a real help, wasn't I? Yes.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes, well, I'll be getting back to my room then. Tell Miss Innie I said hi, okay? Yes.
It's time for me to leave too. Okay, it's definitely time for me to leave. Well, we now have the pieces of evidence that we need to talk to What's-Her-Face. June 21st, Crane Village.
Hey, so how was it? Did you go to the clinic?
Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess.
What's with the matter? You ain't looking so well. Ah, yeah. So earlier, that old granny called the cops.
The cops? Why would Morgan call the police?
She said she had something to tell them. Things are sure getting interested.
You were hiding in the clothing box, damn it.
Ah, but honestly, I tell you, that granny sure got her bloomers in a knot.
Well, I guess you could put it that way.
It always starts out small, you know? Stealing the master seat and controlling the village folk. And now you see what's turned it into? A murder. That's what.
Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on.
What?
That stuff you were just talking about. Well, that's the first I've heard of it.
Heh, really? Well, it's no news to everyone else in the world.
Well, excuse me for not keeping up with the gossip while I'm busy saving people. You said something about stealing the master seat?
Yep. Right now, the master is this medium named Misty Fay, but the one that was really supposed to be the master was that old granny.
Morgan was supposed to become the master?
So I hear the master's always been the eldest daughter.
The eldest daughter?
Turns out, that old bat is Misty Fay's older sister.
Oh?
They say the older sister is usually the one with more spiritual power.
Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly.
Well, anyway, somehow Granny there lost her younger sister, Misty.
I see.
This made the townsfolk turn against her, so I hear. Said all sort of things too, like she's the oldest, and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. Disgraceful.
I had no idea. That's true, it is cheaper. So what would have happened had Morgan been stronger?
Maya's family would have been the Branch family, I reckon.
Do you know where Innie is, Lotta?
Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around that garden in the middle.
Okay, thanks.
You got something to ask her?
Yeah, I've got a whole list of things only she can clear up for me. Oh, Pearl disappeared. June 21st, Fay Manor, Winding Way.
Hey, I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I think I have enough to finally unlock her secret.
What's with that scary look on your face?
Oh boy, here we go. I think this is a major climax in the investigation. A game under 400 megabytes? That is pretty good. If there are games that are honestly looking into nowadays, it's probably open world exploration survival. Immortals Phoenix Rising is like the next open world entry. I think I've actually really lost my taste in shooters too. Shooters. It's a wonder how DS games still survive to this age, but there's a lot of pretty good visuals and content for like the amount of megabytes that you get from DS and 3DS games. Well, 3DS games of course step it up a notch on the SD card. Alright, here we go. The moment of truth. Take that! Take that! Could I... Oh, my nose. Alright, so the first part is that we have to present her... The first part is that we present her own picture because she had an accident. She had plastic surgery.
Take that!
Fast forward. And to prove that she was in an accident, it's this newspaper clipping.
Take that!
Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says, Ms. Innie Miney holds interview about crash. You suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct?
Wait,
What now?
that's not me.
Huh?
I mean, this person has, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Innie Minnie, is, pretty common.
What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name Minnie Minnie is in here too.
Totally, wow. What a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting, goosebumps.
Think I'm going to let you get away with that?
So, now what? Do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized?
Your license? This is your proof.
Like, what's that picture supposed to mean?
I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at.
Huh? So?
There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this, I have to say. This photo does look like you.
That creepy fake director.
Now, are you ready to tell me about the accident?
Like, wait a sec. Okay, so like I was in an accident, sure. But that's like totally not related to this murder.
Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct?
And?
That woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be...
Take that!
your sister? I believe it was your sister, Miney.
Mimi.
You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it one and the same. She died and you had to get surgery. Okay, that's pretty stupid that we had to like get evidence from a location we needed to unlock from a separate NPC, and the second part of this was actually information we already have. No, that's completely bonkers.
Yeah, I was riding in the car with my sister. We were like on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. And then it happened. Time I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door.
And your sister?
I, like, couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything.
I'm sorry. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills?
Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, like, pay my sister back.
I wonder. This does give Eddie a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray.
It seems simple, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
But it would be very hard to catch me. Actually, I'd say impossible.
What? Someone gorilla glue a plastic cup to their lips?
What?
Yeah, somebody gorilla glue this lady. This insult.
I think you get the picture. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it.
I think we got all we needed. I think we got everything we needed. Now we have to talk to... We have to talk to... Mia. June 21st, Crane Village. Looks like something's up.
So stop, leave my mother alone.
Oh, hey, come on. Okay, pal. I'm not gonna hurt.
Pearl, dear, it is perfectly all right. I will be out for a short while with this young man.
Mother, please let me go too.
No, you must stay here and protect the manor.
But
Oh, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Here, look. It's a rip.
Detective, do not upset me further.
Sorry.
Poor Gumshoe being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow.
Mother, Mother, this has never happened before.
Pearls?
Mr. Nick, I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick.
Say something, Phoenix, anything. I'm terrible at this.
Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya?
She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence.
Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her.
Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either.
I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you by her side.
Her stare is really piercing. Ugh.
Alright, we know where to go. Final destination. June 21st, 6:38 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room.
You kept me waiting, Phoenix.
Mia,
So, how are the preparations?
I think I have enough evidence and information now, I think.
Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear.
If memory serves, Mia had a few psych locks of her own. Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need, now.
Sure, I welcome you to try.
Mia?
Yes?
Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murder, I mean. Ugh.
Why do you think so?
It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets.
It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning.
Yeah, a battle of wits against Mia. Okay, before we actually do this, after this should be the trial to end this case. And then we can move on to the next two cases within these next 2 weeks? I don't know if we can finish this game within these next 2 weeks. I needed another day and... I needed another day this month in order to actually finish the first game, to be honest.
Take that!
Oh boy. I mean, it's a visual novel. There is a lot of reading, so...
Phoenix, you think I'm hiding information about someone from you? Isn't that right?
Yes.
Alright then, tell me, who do you think I'm protecting?
Take that!
Whose life am I protecting? I thought she was protecting Maya. It would be like, it would make sense. But now if I can't figure it out, it's pretty much a guessing game at this point.
Take that!
It's literally a guessing game at this point.
Take that!
Why isn't Phoenix's own profile on there? There's... Who is she trying to protect? I don't know.
Take that!
Who could she be protecting?
Take that!
No, she can't be protecting herself. I mean, it would make sense for her to protect Maya, because, like, she's in Maya's body. But, like, who else could she be protecting? Like, what sort of... reason could she have to protect someone else?
Take that!
She's not protecting Dr. Turner Gray. She's not protecting her sister. She's not protecting herself. She's not protecting Pearl. Who the hell is she protecting?
Take that!
Morgan? Morgan Fay, of course. There's no one else you would protect like this, Mia.
Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my auntie was outside with everyone else. Which means she already has an alibi.
That's true.
Show me some evidence that would cast suspicions onto my aunt.
Take that!
The key. My evidence is this black key. At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key, and yet somehow it magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden.
You're right.
There is only one person who could have done that while I was busy calling the police. The person taking care of Maya. Morgan. What's that look mean?
Your argument is too flimsy.
Huh?
When did the key find its way into the incinerator? It could have happened long after the murder happened.
Long after?
Someone could have found the key somewhere and dumped it into the incinerator.
That's...
A prosecutor would use something this small to shred your case.
Pearl?
Take that!
Okay, she said something, not someone. The burnt piece of cloth? Because we didn't find just a key, we also found a burnt piece of cloth in the incinerator.
Take that! Take that!
So you're protecting your auntie, however you want to say it.
Take that!
Okay, I accidentally pressed the wrong button, actually.
Take that!
Why do I keep pressing the stop button? I'm so used to, like, pressing different buttons, and now, because this game is mechanics, it makes me press the wrong buttons.
Take that! Take that!
Okay, it is this piece of cloth. This is the other piece of evidence that points to Morgan as the culprit. I also found this in the garden incinerator. It's the same material as Maya's costume except for the splotch of blood.
But this piece may not even be from Maya's costume.
But this is what Maya told me.
While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve.
And both the key and this piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was part of Maya's costume.
But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume.
That just means someone changed her clothes.
Changed her clothes?
I don't know why, but there's only one person who could have done that.
The one person who was taking care of Maya? Auntie. You did very well, Phoenix.
Thank you.
As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicions on my auntie. However,
However,
like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi.
yeah, she was with us the whole time.
Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder?
How she did it, huh?
I want to hear your thoughts.
In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need?
Take that! Take that!
She needed an accomplice. Any Minnie. She's the answer to the final question.
Which means that my aunt and Itty Minnie...
We're in cahoots! That just makes sense. I'll allow that one mistake to slip through. That's okay. Oh, that filled right back up. Interesting.
Something's been bothering me out all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. A person who would have to know a lot about Fay Manor and the village itself to do this.
Morgan already has an alibi.
Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done alone. We can assume that Itty Minnie is involved somehow.
We have one big problem on our hands.
A problem with what?
We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Innie. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh?
Then there's only one possibility.
Huh?
Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion?
Because
Mother? She is the one who holds the key to this.
who's mine?
Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Fay.
Mia and Maya's mother? Why would she bring her up now?
Now then, looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then.
Right, Chief. We won't lose. Well, now it's time for the case of this trial. I mean, a trial of this case. Ba-da-ba-da-ba, save. Save break, but also I need a sneeze break. 1 sec. Okay, I think I'm done sneezing. Blowing my nose, whatever you want to call it. Oh, my nose. June 22nd, 9:51 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
Nick,
Yeah?
did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me?
Yeah, why?
I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself, and she's so grown up.
Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation.
And then you look at me, and well, I'm the daughter of the master. Still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in another murder.
I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through.
Good morning! The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? Oh, what do you mean? My mother's coming today to show her support. Oh, yeah, that's right, Pearly.
Hey, Pearls.
Yes, Mr. Nick?
Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too?
Huh? I was sort of hoping to stay in the audience today and watch.
Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help.
Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again.
Please, can you do this for us, Pearls?
Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time.
Oh, God. Whew. Thank goodness.
Nick?
This way, Pearls will be able to see today's trial.
What do you mean? What's going on?
June 22nd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Oh, hey, there's there's Mia again.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. I was about to say the prosecution for some reason.
Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix, right? I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case ever since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago.
Prosecutor at 13 years old. That is pretty badonkers. Then again, there are young kids who could create the world's greatest inventions these days too. So I'm not a prodigy, but
Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey.
it's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight.
Well then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session.
That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct?
Yes, and this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been.
Your Honor, I'd like to say one thing before we begin.
Alright, let's hear it.
The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point.
What?
But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said that wasn't the defendant.
Then what is the meaning of this?
All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. I believe that is when she dropped this key.
Could you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? And prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand.
Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Oh, right.
Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking.
I'm sorry. What do you mean in a manner of speaking?
I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, he kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then.
Spirit severing technique?
A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is.
Yes, that is.
You, be quiet. Now then, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct.
What in the world could have...
Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room.
What?
And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber.
Order, order. Miss Fay, please testify to this court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best.
Hold on, who else has tried their best here to give me a raid? Thank you for the raid, Madam Scarlet. Welcome, people, on Nintendo stream. This is Nintendo, where we don't always play Nintendo, but when we do, you know where to go. After all, this is where the cooler gamers go. This is where the... Wow, this is where the retro gamers go. This is where the PC gamers go. This is where the gamers go from... who are repping the East Coast go. Hey, welcome Raiders from Madam Scarlet's stream. This is Nintendo, who doesn't always play Nintendo, but when he does, you know where to go. After all, it's where all this hype music goes. This is where all the balloons pop in. We celebrate all raids here in Times Square, New York, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome on and welcome in. How was your stream? What were you playing? You were playing something retro. Yeah, what kind of game were you playing? What were you up to tonight? What did you... Yeah, welcome in, Madam Scarlet, folks. This is Channel Nintendo. Lufia 2. Oh, okay. That category wasn't around in, That category wasn't around in, What is it? On Twitch for some reason? Oh yeah, I just had this mode on for a while because of bot spam protection apparently. A category is there, but retro is a better category to stream. Most are retro games. That's also understandable. But also at the same time, it's like you never know. You could actually find the people for a respective game when you've put in the right category. It's really... It's a bit more accurate because like retro is such like a broad category that you're gonna have like a very scattered, pretty spread out audience when you're playing a retro game. I would say like retro is a category that's pretty good when you have when you do have a game that is available but for some reason was not archived in a category on Twitch for some reason. And I think it's been a long while. Yeah, I think it's like pretty subjective and varies per game.
I think someone just upped the ante on this trial.
Right now we're just playing some Phoenix Wright, Justice for All, because I beat the first game last month. Well, technically it took an extra day this month to actually finish the last case, and this game has a lot of reading. I kid you not. There's a lot of reading. There's a lot of reading out loud. There's a lot of reading in your own head. Less well-known games are easiest to find in the retro category. I mean, that's also true. But I suppose it really depends on every single game that you play. The game is quiet. Well, there's like I have this game at 40% volume, and it's at, according to my desktop audio, it's pretty at negative 30 decibels. So it could be like the volume. I have like a volume adjuster on my headphones. I also have like a volume mixer on my PC, and there's this thing's volume. So one of your volumes is probably off because I'm like, if I didn't have the limiter on my microphone, I would be peaking and breaking my audio. And there's no music yet because like the music stopped when you rated me. Yeah, so right now the music is playing and it's at negative 30 decibels, and It's not hitting yellow on OBS yet.
After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the chamber open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
Why have you hidden this until now?
I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a cracker to testimony.
Oh boy. The only other game I could compare Phoenix Wright to is probably Danganronpa, which has its own trilogy. Trilogy? Yeah, trilogy anime series. One side game. Because a courtroom trial mechanic is not often present in a lot of video games because it's a very selective mechanic for a lot of different people. Oh, okay, I'm speaking so much. I need to figure this out. So we need to find a contradiction or testimony. I usually skip over during the cross-examination to see what the hint is. That could be contradictory.
I can't see a crack in her testimony.
What should we do? Get more information. After get more information... Okay, so we have to press the witness.
Hold it!
Just now you said those two people. Who were the two people you were referring to?
I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir.
Lotta's not a foreigner, just by how she talks.
Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English. Not to mention she looked awful.
I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot.
In any case, I've already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright.
Oh, thanks.
What did you do after that, Miss Fay?
I think, honestly, these two statements need clarification, because this is information we have not received when we were playing this case the previous couple times.
Hold it!
Was it really that easy for her to escape from you?
I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes.
But you are physically stronger and larger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Objection!
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Do you remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey?
Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand.
Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called.
But if she had run away, would you have given chase right away?
Well, yes, I would have. However...
Hold it!
You fainted?
I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps.
And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time.
Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us.
Hold it!
Is that because you were unconscious?
Why, yes.
Great, well now what? So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went.
I would think that's obvious, good sir.
If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all?
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself.
It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key here is this witness.
What do you mean by that?
Means she has another witness up her sleeve, that's what.
It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. Alright, so we can't find a contradiction in her testimony. However... Alright, so we need to press on the last two statements.
Hold it!
Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that is a very good point.
At the time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another.
Another what, madam?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
I want to hear the end of that sentence. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room?
I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and the camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay.
This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us.
Hold it!
During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by the statement?
I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie.
Why would you lie about something like that?
It is very painful for me to say this, however.
Objection!
The witness is lying to cover for the defendant.
She was covering for Maya? So, you were covering for the defendant?
Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Maya had done, Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected.
Something unexpected. What, pray tell, did she...
This witness did and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later.
Yes, very well.
Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach?
That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt.
Now let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes.
Be quiet, you.
But the escapee had known that she had gone to
Speak with a certain person.
She went to speak with someone?
Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Innie Minnie, who was sleeping in the side room at the time.
Annie Minnie?
I think you can see where this is headed.
We might actually crack her. We might actually crack her. We might actually crack her. We might actually crack her once and for all now. Bum, bum, ba-da, 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 bow. Otherwise, how's everybody else doing? How is everybody else doing? Sorry, I was looking at Discord. I needed to, like, I was, like, pinging myself or something. Anywho.
Witness, name and occupation.
Okay, so my name is like, Miney. I'm like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at the, university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see, it's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
And I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Annie Minnie, after the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct?
Well, like, I guess.
If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine for my sake.
Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into my room, like, really suddenly. It was, oh my god, it totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible.
Hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Would you mean the defendant, Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honor? Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Mimi Minnie. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Well, this is...
Witness,
Like, yeah?
in your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it.
Like, do I totally, like, really have to?
Of course.
Miss Minnie, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me.
That was no accent. Hold on. I needed to remove my cap for a second. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Annie?
She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes.
There. Are you satisfied, Your Honor?
No, I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
This is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? No, I wouldn't say it's just one huge lie. It's one
Extra thick!
lie.
Of course it was, Phoenix.
Mia, what do you mean?
It's well constructed, but that's all it was. And even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and wind this tapestry of lies.
Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine the witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder.
Yet again, the foolish fool spouts a more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last.
Oh boy, let's see what happens here, shall we? Okay, so hold on, let's save here first. So obviously we couldn't find a contradiction in what Morgan said. However, I believe once we point out the contradiction in Innie's testimony, we'll be able to find a flaw or two. I actually forgot how Madame Scarlet and I met. I should actually catch those VODs, actually, considering that you do some really amazing artwork.
Hold it!
Well, excuse me, princess. Okay, so obviously there's nothing the last thing, however.
Hold it!
Was that because of your sesame allergy, was it?
Like, that's right. I think there were sesame seeds like in the lunch they served that day. I had this premonition that it's going to be a seedy day. Yes, indeed.
I see.
Am I the only one who missed the boat here?
Anyways, you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping?
Hold it!
Are you absolutely sure?
I guess.
You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered?
Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith.
First of all, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I am an only child. But more than that, she managed to mess up the question with her answer.
Well, Mr. Wright,
The defense rests.
Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness.
Hold it!
Do you know the time?
Like maybe a little before 11 a.m., something like that, I think.
11 a.m.
Yeah, like my stomach is totally ready for like food.
No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time was it when someone came into your room?
Oh, so like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more clear about it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay, like, it's really.
That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again?
Never mind.
Hold it!
You were happy in a sad way.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with a surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again?
But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult. But I, like, know all about the crane channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said.
So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter?
No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to think anything was strange.
But, ow!
Don't keep badgering her.
You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while?
Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister isn't really that important.
It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. I've got to bluff her now, make it seem like I know what I'm talking about.
Please, Miss Minnie, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, like I'm totally cool with that.
This is the contradiction. How could you see the costume look normal when she has blood on herself?
Objection!
That was a very well spun lie, Ms. Minnie.
What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix, right?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is.
Stealing my lines now, RB Phoenix?
Ms. Minnie, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance.
Yeah, and...
But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this.
Blood spray!
Ms. Minnie, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat.
Order, order. Miss Minnie, what is the meaning of this? Miss Minnie?
I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me!
Oh. Ooh, we see we see this chick's true colors. We see this girl's true colors. Pretty obvious that she's now she's her true inner bad guy's coming out. So there is a host alert and a raid alert at the same time. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Bum 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 bum. This is also some music I can vibe to as well. Okay, okay.
What are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there.
Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though.
First of all, calm yourself, witness.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap.
Now, hurry up with the testimony.
If you please.
Ugh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Yeah, a lot of help that old coot's going to be.
The side room is kind of dark, you know. So the costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I wasn't persuaded my sister wasn't right to do something like that. And then I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? All right, I guess not. Very well. You may question the witness.
After the murder, part 2. Uh-oh. The music got intense. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Okay, so we gotta press and find something again, like the previous testimony. Anyways. What was I thinking? So the side room was, she said the side room was kind of dark, or more like kind of dank. Costume is like purple, the blood totally blended right in. And persuaded my sister wasn't like right to do something like that. And then like I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Okay, so... Is a friend... Hold on, do I have like a backseating policy in my bots? No, okay. No spoilers, but I will welcome some hints. That's all I can say. Because I know a lot of people would... Here's what I like notice, like when I play retro games that I like want to get my feet into. And this is also like an FYI to like anybody who watches people for like retro games as well. Everybody has a different policy on... Yeah, everybody has a different policy on retro games. This is a lesson for like people in general, and I will tell you about that. Because I know it's easy for you to say, oh, if you do this, this, and this, and that, you might accidentally say, like, oh, this is the boss that's going to be coming up next. And, or like, hey, if you go into that room, there's going to be, like, this enemy and that enemy. You're going to be introduced to... You're going to end up, like, accidentally... Like, you may not mean ill intent, but you're going to accidentally end up saying stuff that will spoil the experience for someone playing a game they haven't been playing before, especially if it's a retro title. And I can testify as to how many different times that's happened to me. I have seen it happen to other people on Twitch. So I would say, like, even if it's easier said than done, please try your best to think before you speak, even though this is coming from someone who has really incredible difficulty saying that, because my brain automatically registers whatever comes out of my mouth, whatever I type, as legible, as acceptable, and won't ever realize that somebody gets offended until later on. So just keep that in mind. If you can't control yourself from accidentally spoiling something on a retro game, then just ask the question. Just ask the question, like, is it okay to ask tips? Is it okay to offer any insight? Is it okay to say this, this, and that? Just it's simple. Just say the 3 words. Is it okay? And people will be on the same grounds as that. Like, and you would be appreciated just for simply asking that. And if you're new to the channel, then be sure to double check, because like I notice a lot of new people who come to Twitch streams that are playing a specific game. They're gonna start off, if not by grading the streamer, they're just immediately going to say, "Oh, you got to do this, this, and that," or "Oh, if you do this, this, and that, this will boost your main attack stat, etc., etc." Like, there's too many new people who will just come into a channel and start spouting out like their own tips and tricks right off the bat without a considerate "is it okay to say that?" Like by the least of it, like Twitch Etiquette 101, as a viewer, if you're new to somebody's channel and they're playing a complicated RPG game or whatnot, or a game that requires like major brain power, like by the least of it, you could start like with a greeting, and which is fine. It's normal. It's plain to say hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And then afterwards, how are you doing? It's okay. It's pretty human to, like, you know, organically connect like so. And also at the same time, what else was I gonna say? My voice is shifting pitches. And like, if you really want to give like insight, just be sure like to always ask if it's okay to give tips and tricks, because you never know if you're going to be talking to someone who gets easily offended by backseat gaming. I've met like a fair enough amount of people, and I acknowledge myself as someone who gets easily triggered by anybody who like forces backseat gaming like down your throat. Just want to give like a friendly advice out there. That is just like a rule of thumb, you know? That's just a piece of advice that I really want people to like take into account when they like run into somebody new. Anywho, but of course, like, nobody's going to heed this, because I know for a fact that somebody is going to like watch me play Phoenix Ray, come in here and be like, "Oh, spoiler alert, that person you're going to meet is the criminal," or like, or they're gonna say like right away, like there's always people on the internet who are like, "Oh my god, my hair is almost like Phoenix Wright's hair," which is actually perfect, actually. I just realized that. And there's going to be people who are like,
You know, you could actually, like, present this evidence, and that will actually cut at this statement, and that's how you can progress the plot.
So overall, if you want to offer gameplay tips and help and advice and everything, just don't make it obvious. Don't make it 100% obvious. Like, and I'm a person, like, if I were the one to offer gameplay tips and tricks and whatnot, I wanted the person to at least try their best to figure things out for themselves, until, like, I want to make sure and understand that if they don't 100% get it, then I will give them the answer if needed. That's just me, of course. Like, everybody has their own approaches when it comes to, like, offering gameplay tips and tricks and whatnot.
Hold it!
Really, because I thought it was pretty bright outside that room.
Objection!
Don't push your subjective opinions into this court. Like, that's right.
Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Ms. Minnie's?
You're such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man.
Oh, that's how Phoenix Trite came to be.
Like, okay.
Hold it!
You didn't see the blood?
Like, yeah.
But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well.
That's,
Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either?
I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Continue.
Really? We're not going to acknowledge the fact.
Hold it!
And what was your sister, Miss Miney, like at the time?
Well, she was like totally flipped out because she shot Dr. Gray. But like, I think like she knew. She like said she did something really bad. And she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Miss Morgan.
Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you?
Like, yeah.
Hold it!
Was your sister calm by that time?
Like, I guess so. I guess like maybe taking her revenge on Dr. Gray like made her feel a lot better. I like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix, right? The sooner the better.
She says with her whip at the ready.
And like Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
May I ask you one more thing, Miss Minnie?
Like, sure.
Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place?
Something out of place, huh? Like, what do you mean?
When you... when you were going to the crime scene. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course.
Like, no, nothing strange.
She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder. I know you can't remember something.
I, like, totally can't.
That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court.
Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important?
Yeah, you ask it because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this.
Very well. Miss Minnie, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
Like, I don't get why, but okay.
I know precisely why. I know precise. Okay, so it's either I present Pearl or I present the broken urn that Pearl. Okay. It's all coming together. My gears are turning now. My gears are turning.
Objection!
No, wait, hold on, wrong person. I was pressing the D-pad and I thought actually, never mind. I thought I pressed the D-pad and that didn't work. I realized that this is not the right game. Because the... Oh my god, my brain. It's only half functional today.
Objection!
Objection! You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, Masaka! That is impossible.
Like, what do you mean?
I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child?
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
The garden?
Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have to seen her. So, Ms. Minnie, what do you say to that?
Objection!
As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous.
Objection!
It's not preposterous, and I can prove it.
What sort of foolish...
There's no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl.
Take that!
Really? Really? I can make a mistake that time? Come on, game. Cut me some slack. This is the last trial of this case, I think? Watch me play Genshin Impact, and I'm gonna get the Genshin peeps coming in.
Objection!
Objection! Objection! Objection!
There's so many different ways to say objection.
Objection. Objection.
Objection!
Objection.
Objection!
Igiari. Andoi. There's no way someone along could not have noticed Pearl because...
Take that!
This urn is my proof.
An old, cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove?
Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's why.
She broke the urn. Ow.
Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day?
This urn was broken around the time the channeling started.
Ah,
And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way.
What?
Ms. Minnie? Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Ooh, savage Phoenix. This boy's a savage, I tell you. A complete savage. I think I've sufficiently proven one thing, Ms. Minnie. You are a masterful liar. Liar, liar, face is on fire.
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Ms. Minnie, tell us the truth.
about what?
About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
Objection!
The witness just testified about that.
That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room.
Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? Your lies end here. Preposter sauce.
What do you?
I should add as a quote, actually. Preposter sauce. Hey, there we go. Now we have 202. Oh, that is a lot of quotes. Oh my god, that's funny enough because Stardew Valley is for Stardew Sunday tomorrow. Dun 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 dun. Oh god, Kaiser, where? Kaiser dude must be sleeping a lot nowadays. Oh, the quote command must be on a cooldown. Man, half the times I do love these quotes that we give, that we take. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there's clearly a major contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
Help me, Mia.
Okay. Earlier in your testimony, Ms. Minnie, you made the following statement. Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber. It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police.
So, like, what does that have to do with anything?
It's very simple. Ms. Minnie, how did you know that?
How?
I could see that Miss Fey was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep could not have known that. Which means, Miss Minnie, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the winding way.
But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I ask this very importante question. Where was this witness at the time of the murder?
Over.
Ms. Minnie, please answer the question.
Objection!
Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix, right? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder?
Now's our chance. The only person who killed Dr. Gray was Miss Minnie. Yes, now's the time to prove it. Now's the time to prove it. We gotta prove that she's the murderer. She's the one who's sus. Like the one in Among Us. Mm-hmm. You know what I can do, though? I'm just gonna do this as a test, actually. As a test. Where was the witness when the murder took place? Pretty much in the channeling chamber. Ms. Minnie was here, of course.
But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene?
That's right. Ms. Minnie was at the scene of the crime. So now we have to explain that further, though. If we can claim that she was there at the scene of the crime, we could tie it all together.
Mr. Phoenix, right, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the channeling chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Innie Minnie was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding? Where was I hiding?
Oh, it's easy. In the back of the room, of course. There you go. Here, of course.
But behind the folding screen.
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anybody was hanging around behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball.
No, Miss Minnie. Once so young as you should be saying.
Shut up, Gramps. As if you know exactly how old I am.
I'm sorry.
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind this whole folding screen, with the help of the clothing box. Ms. Minnie, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box.
That tiny little box. No person could fit in that.
Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it.
Objection!
But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright, do you feel like you could prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime?
Yes, I can. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Damn it. Okay. Let's slow down. Now, we know the clothing box had a bullet hole 8 inches? A number of inches off the ground? And so the sleeve of Maya's robe had the same thing, right? Right. Yeah, I remember. Okay, so take a look at this clothing box.
You're so stupid, Baka. As if there's any sort of evidence in that whole thing.
What on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Now, where have we heard that before?
The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height.
That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen. Oh, ho, 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 ho. You're using our brain meat out here. Which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Ms. Minnie, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray.
Order, so what are you saying?
Then, Mr. Phoenix, right. What about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Innie Minnie?
That is exactly what I am saying. Miss Itty Minnie, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client.
No! Stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix, right, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself.
It really isn't possible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow!
Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy.
Wait, Ms. Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct?
Well, you can't be serious.
Miss Minnie, you had an accomplice.
This person!
If it wasn't someone from Crane Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have had that box to use.
Morgan Fay?
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Ms. Minnie? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Doth thou deny this? I don't think we've completely cracked her yet, though. I don't think we've completely cracked her yet. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept quietly towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, She stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime.
But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and...
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room?
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way to the channeling chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey.
That sort of deception would have been easy to see through.
Which is precisely why it was Morgan Fey chased us out.
Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry before there are more victims here.
What is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder. I don't think we've gotten to the meat of this yet. There's still more to uncover.
Huh.
Who's that laughing at a time like this?
Oh, you simple-minded fools, I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving?
What is it this time?
This Von Karma. Surely.
Of course it was me. Do you think someone of Von Karma blood would lose to something this petty?
This pity? This petty? I lost voice. I'm down half a water jug. What in the world?
Mr. Phoenix, right. Your argument is flawed in one very crucial area.
And that is?
This witness is the real murderer. Why would she go through all this trouble?
Oh, you want us to talk about the motive, huh? Okay.
Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act? What reason would she have to do such foolish things?
Eh? Oh, well, that's,
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Innie and Minnie want to kill Dr. Gray? What is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say, too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive.
a motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive either. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? What is thou's reason for wanting said psychotic-looking doctor dead? The reason he wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Was that the answer? Was that the answer? I thought I actually lost. And that might be the answer. That might be the answer. You never know. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Wait, wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong game. I was gonna press the wrong game again. It's a good thing we have all these games packaged into one amazing section. One amazing package on this system.
Just as I thought, you bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix, right?
Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name.
You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death?
Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself.
Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? You want to say they want to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm going to explain, so please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I wanted revenge, then I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was Dr. Gray. It was a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know.
She's back to her airhead persona. However, you say, ow!
Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix, right? You failed to support your own theory. The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix, right? What Miss Minnie has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there's no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
So many faults, Mr. Phoenix, right? You should really learn your place.
What happened? I thought I had her for sure.
See, it's just as I'd, told you.
I hope you liked your slice of humble pie.
Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Innie Fay. Innie Minnie.
Someone said hold it.
Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute.
All right.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for murder. But, regardless, that girl trained for this crime.
Really?
Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's one reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And there's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Minnie had a motive, then...
We could definitely say that she had a motive.
Why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I really do this? I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what.
That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now.
I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Minnie had a motive.
Too bad, you're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Eek!
Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? You're supposed to be on my side.
Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me. I will throw you out of my way.
No way.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We'll continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a second.
To be continued. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. I feel like I do need a restroom break for this, though. June 22nd, 12:04 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Is it really true about my aunt?
Is it really true? We'll check in a bit after we return from our intermission, Maya. Be right back, folks. I will play a quick advertisement as I be right back real quick.